Good morning, dear students. Today we'll study in the chapter Is Matter Around Us Pure? Types of Mixture. You know that mixture can be categorized in three types on the basis of their particle size, and these are solution, suspension, and colloid. True solution. A solution in which the particles of solute are broken down to such a fine state that every portion of the solution has the same properties is called a true solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. For example, lemon water, sugar solution, soda water, etc. Children, in a solution, components are mixed in such a way that they appear as only one phase. Seen by naked eyes, constituent particles of a solution cannot be identified because particles are mixed evenly throughout. A solution may be solid, for example, alloys. Children, what are alloys? Alloys means when two or more metals or non-metals are mixed together so that we can get desirable substance known as alloys. Now, a solution may be gaseous also. For example, air. You know that air is a mixture of many gases. Since air consists of only one phase, thus it is considered as solution. A solution may be liquid like sugar in water. Suppose we are taking one example, we are adding some sugar in a beaker, and after mixing it very well, we see that single phase is seen of the solution, that is homogeneous solution is prepared. So solution is made of two components, solute and solvent. Now the component of the solution that dissolves the other component in it and is usually present in larger amount, such component of solution is called solvent. And solute, the component of the solution that dissolves in the solvent and is usually in less amount is called solute. Solution is made of two components, solute and solvent. And solvent means which is large in amount like water, and solute means which is smaller in amount like salt or sugar which is added in water. Now you have very good technique of learning. Solvent spelling you can check, 7 letters are there, and solute mein 6 letters are there. So solvent, in solvent 7 letters are there, it means it is bigger than solute, so it has large amount, and so we can learn it like this, solvent which is larger in amount. Same way solute has less letters, 6 letters, so it is smaller in amount. Now examples of solutions. A solution of sugar in water is a solid in liquid solution. In this solution, sugar is solute and water is solvent. Sugar is solid and water is liquid. Another example is a solution of iodine in alcohol known as tincture of iodine. It means when iodine is added in alcohol, then it is called tincture of iodine, and it has iodine solid as solute and alcohol liquid as solvent. It means iodine is taken in less amount and alcohol is taken in more amount. Next example is all the aerated drinks like soda water etc. They are gases in liquid solution, and these contain carbon dioxide gas as solute and water in liquid form or water liquid as solvent. One more example you can see, air is a mixture of different types of gases. Okay, so air is a homogeneous mixture of a number of gases. Its two main constituents you know very well, oxygen 21% and nitrogen 78%. The other gases are present in small amount, and this composition of air already you have studied in class 6 also. Now we will study about the properties of solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture. It means homogeneous means all the components are mixed properly to make a single phase. Number 2, particles of solution are smaller than 1 nanometer. Nanometer, nm means, here nm is written, it means nanometer in diameter. So we cannot see them with our naked eyes. 1 nanometer means 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. So we can say that the particles of solution, they are smaller than 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter or equal to 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter in diameter. Third property is, because of very small particle size, they do not scatter a beam of light passing through them. It means the particles do not scatter the light beam. As you can see here in beaker, the particles are not spreading or scattering the beam of light passing through the solution. So the path of light is not visible at all in a solution. Next property, we cannot separate solute from a solution by filtration. It means if you will use filtration process, all the particles of solution will pass through it. It means no residue will be left. When solution is, next property, when solution is kept undisturbed, then the particles of solute will not settle down, and hence we can say that solution is quite stable, because there will be nothing to settle down when it is left undisturbed. So thank you children.